The Western Conference was very difficult to predict at the start of the season, but I tried my hand on it. Let's take a look back now and see how bad the predictions were or how good those predictions were. So, I did a little bit of a tier list, covered the West. I know I have some really, really good takes in here. I have some really, really bad ones. I know one in particular is really, really bad. So let's go through the entire Western Conference. I'm going to tally up my score at the end to see how good or how bad I was. I get a point for every spot off that I was. So I want the lowest score possible. So let's go to the Western Conference to do that. All right. This is a video I made on my second channel Rockets in the preseason.
They're going to be bottom two, I think.
Rockets, I have low. I might switch as we go, but I have Rockets, bottom two. So that's a great start here.
To bolster with Scoot Henderson or Victor Wembanyama. I know they just gave KPJ big contract, but hey, they're drafting Scoot if they go that low. I think they're going to be going for a pick. The Pelicans, I am really high on the Pelicans. People are saying they're the most slept on team maybe in the West.
A lot of people are really high on the Pelicans, but bear with me on this one because I know where I finished on.
They're just straight up. There's a lot of talent there. They were talented last season. Gave the Phoenix Suns a good first round of the playoffs, and those young guys are getting better. And they just added back Zion Williamson. And if he can stay healthy, big if. And if he's there for a lot of the season, I think this is a team that could even avoid the play-in tournament. As I go through, might move teams up or down, but
I know I moved New Orleans. I'm liking
what I'm seeing from the Pelicans this season. Herb Jones, big Herb Jones fan. Like him too. Clippers, I think they're good enough to be a 1 or 2 seed, but I think injuries plus load management plus them not really caring about the regular season could have a big effect on their season. I think they're more concerned about the playoffs, and they're just going to try to look to get a home seed in the playoffs.
I hope I put them
figured out from there. They just want to make sure they actually have their guys available for the postseason. So I think third or fourth is a good spot for them. I'll put them in order as well, left to right. So for instance, if it's up here for second, the one on the left is first, the one on the right would be second. Oklahoma, they have Shea, they have Dort. They're still not good, but I don't think they're going to be a bottom two team in the NBA. The Mavericks is tough. I think Luka might be the best player in the league this season. I just don't think there's enough around him in this loaded Western Conference. Usually, somehow they figure it out.
There's no way I made him miss.
But they just seem like a play-in team to me. I'm going to put them in the play-in spot.
Not bad.
They did not replace Brunson. Not a lot of ball handlers. Really, it's just you've got Doncic. You've got Dinwiddie who needs to start probably now.
My God take. By the way, my God take is coming up.
That Christian Wood coming off the bench. Defense is going to be a big question for that team. I think it's a play-in spot for them. Denver. Let me just say my piece on them. Nikola Jokic is won back-to-back MVPs. He's a phenomenal player, and they're getting, after being a 6th seed, they're getting Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. back. And Michael Porter Jr., a lot of questions. But Jamal Murray, maybe some questions, but he's a great player, and he has excellent chemistry with Nikola Jokic. But Jamal Murray has never played with this version of Nikola Jokic. I think this is a deep team that will consistently win regular season games. They are my 1 seed in the Western Conference. We'll see how stupid this looks at the end of the season. They're my...
Not stupid. Not stupid. Not stupid at all. Maybe not everybody agreed. I said it's a regular season win machine. You know?
I'm expecting big things from Denver.
I'm about to
love
get
the
humbled.
acquisition of KCP.
I'm about to get humbled.
Love the acquisition of Bruce Brown. Getting their guys back. That's a good team, I think, all over the board. And a lot of depth. Golden State. Oof. Golden State are a team, to me, I think that championship, as impressive as it was, and it's a championship, I think it's going to overrate them this season. I don't think they were a top 3 team in the NBA last season. I think the Bucks, Celtics, and Suns were better than them. They ended up pulling through in the playoffs. Huge credit to them, but I think that's giving people a false sort of opinion, if you will.
Man.
I think they could be a 5th seed this season. I think they could be a 5th seed. I just, a lot of good young players in their bench.
I don't know for sure. I think I'd move them down another spot as well.
I just don't think they're going to be as good as they're making them out to be right out of the gates.
We'll see.
But, Curry's excellent. I think Klay Thompson
finished 6th, by the way.
Regress.
We didn't know.
Draymond's going to regress. Jordan Poole, I think he'll be great. But
no, I don't think I moved them.
I don't think these guys are going to be as good as we're making them out to be. 5th seed for me. Timberwolves. I am high.
All right, I had my little victory lap with the Nuggets. I'm about to get humbled. I'm about to get very humbled. This is my worst take of the season.
The Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert,
worst take of the season by far.
Somebody who can completely change their defense to one of the best in the league.
Oh, Jacob.
So many good players coming off the bench. Anthony Edwards is a superstar. I think he's going to be an all-star and all-NBA this season. I think Cat could sneak into an all-NBA team. Rudy Gobert, I think him and Cat could fight for an all-NBA 3rd, maybe even 2nd team spot here.
Oh,
they're going to improve defense tremendously. Chris Finch is my pick for Coach of the Year. Rudy Gobert is my pick for Defensive Player of the Year. I worry about how they'll work in the playoffs together, but in the regular season, I think they're pumping out wins. 2 seed for me. Maybe a hot take. The Lakers.
Maybe a hot take. Oh my God, that's the worst opinion I have all year.
AD is healthy. Not a lot to like around them. No floor spacing still. Very limited floor spacing still. That's a team that's going to struggle. That is a team that's going to struggle. I hate to say it for Bronny, but for Bron, not Bronny. But I think they're going to struggle this year.
7th.
The Phoenix Suns.
Not bad.
A lot of dysfunction with that team. but I think they're still going to be a decent regular season team. I think they're going to regress from last season.
Hey.
There were a lot of really
Spot on. Spot on.
close games that they won. I think they're going to regress a little bit in that endeavor, come back a little bit down to earth. Suns. No pun intended, but I think they're still a top 4 seed in the West. I will keep them 4th over here. Spurs, worst team in the league.
My man.
Jazz, too many good players to tank right now. We'll see if
Spurs,
that
worst
changes.
team in the league. I was not correct, but they are the worst team in the West, which was
But
correct.
for now, we're going to put them here. Memphis. Oof,
Jazz, I had the right to be low on. They just surprised people this season. Actually, I have them where they should
this is
be.
tough. You may have to bump New Orleans here. No Jaren Jackson Jr. for a while. This is still a good team. It's tough. They were the 2 seed last year, but this is tough. Anywhere from 3 to 5. I'm going to have to bump New Orleans. Sorry, New Orleans. Going to have to bump New Orleans. I know I was higher than them, but this
I
is
bumped
too good
them.
of a
They were a
conference.
playing team. I had them 7th here.
I think their defense will regress a bit, especially without Jaren Jackson Jr. for a while. I think they'll avoid the play.
That was bad. They're a 2 seed.
Sorry,
that
no,
was bad.
retracting earlier what I said about the Pelicans missing the plane. I just think there's too many good teams. Now, Portland and Sacramento. I think Portland have a little bit
Kings.
too much. I think it's going to be a fun season
I think everybody would have been wrong about the Kings.
for Sacramento. I just don't think they're going to quite.
I mean, who would have really had that foresight on the Kings, right? Let me just make sure I don't change it at all. All right, let's tally up this one. So in my Eastern Conference one, I had a total of 27. So Nuggets was correct, so 0 away. The Timberwolves finished 8th, so that is 7 away. 6 away. 6 away, so 6 points in the Timberwolves, 2 points on the Clippers, or 2 points in the Clippers, which brings me to 8. Clippers, Suns was correct. Warriors 1 off, so 9. Memphis was 4 off, so 13. New Orleans 2 off, 15. Dallas, I'm at 15. Dallas I had them 8th here, 3 away, so I'm at 18. Lakers 2 off, that is 20. Portland, oh my God. Portland, I have 3 off, so that's 23. Kings, fuck, man. 8 off, so at 31. Jazz, I actually got the Jazz spot on. Good. OKC, we're 2 off. What am I at? 33. And I got the last 2 right. So 33, which gives me an average of 2.2 off. Wow. Even despite the fact that I nailed Denver, I got so much other shit wrong in the Western Conference. So overall, I think I did okay for both. Some good takes, but obviously some really horrible takes as well. But hey, that's what happens. You run the risk when you make these sort of lists. Maybe I'll do some more for next season as well.